Hello and welcome to the very first episode of She Rises, Faith, Freedom and Order for Christian Mums. I'm really glad you've joined me. If you're a Christian mum here in the UK and you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, stretched thin, or simply wanting more peace and purpose in your day-to-day life, then you're in the right place, friends. Today, I'm going to share a bit of my story, why I've started this podcast and what you can expect going forward. Nothing dramatic, nothing polished, just honest, real life stuff. So make yourself comfortable, grab a tea if you like, and let's get started. So I didn't start this podcast because I've got everything perfectly sorted. I started it because I don't. And because I know what it feels like to be managing the house, the children, the responsibilities, the appointments, and all the invisible load while still feeling like you're barely keeping up. I know what it's like to live in survival mode, to be getting through the day, doing what needs to be done, but inside you're tired, stretched, and longing for something more peaceful, more grounded, more like the life God actually intends for you. And I also know what it feels like to slowly come out of that place. That's why this podcast exists, to help you find that shift too. So, a little bit about me. I'm a Christian mum living here in the UK. I live in Hampshire, right down on the south coast. I've walked through trauma. I've walked through complicated seasons, and I've had plenty of moments where I felt stuck, lost, or unsure what to do next. But over time, with God's help, I've rebuilt my life and my home in a way that feels calmer and more rooted in Christ. I've learned how to renew my mind after very difficult experiences. I've learned the freedom in Christ approach, recognizing lies, replacing them with truth, and actually living from a place of freedom rather than fear or overwhelm. I've created routines and systems that help my house run smoothly without me feeling chained to it. I've become more organised, more intentional, and a lot more peaceful. I've even managed to lose 2 stone this year, not through any extreme approach, but by slowly becoming the kind of woman who looks after herself, mind, body, and spirit. And while I'm still learning every day, I'm now in a place where I can say life feels steady. It feels doable. And it feels free. So, who exactly am I speaking to? This podcast is for Christian mums who are feeling overwhelmed or exhausted, who are wanting a calmer, more organised home, who are perhaps carrying the weight of past trauma or ongoing stress. It's for mums who are struggling to find time for themselves or for God. They're longing for a sense of purpose, who are wanting routines that genuinely make life easier. And most importantly, are ready to stop just coping and start actually thriving. If any of that resonates, then stick around. This podcast is for you, because in the coming weeks, you're going to hear a mix of simple faith-based routines for peace, daily peace, encouragement for those difficult days with some tools for renewing your mind and breaking old patterns. We're going to talk about biblical truth you can actually apply, and time management that works for real family life. We're going to come up with some ways for calm, creating a welcoming home atmosphere. We're going to talk about purpose and calling for Christian mums. Basically, practical help mixed with faith, all aimed at helping you live free, not frazzled. No perfectionism, no unrealistic expectations, just honest, Christ-centered growth. If anything in today's episode has resonated with you, I'd love for you to follow the podcast so you don't miss the upcoming episodes. And if today's episode spoke to you and you're ready to reset your motherhood with God at the centre, my signature course, Rise and Restore, a 6-week Christian reset for overwhelmed mums, is coming soon. You'll learn how to rebuild your routines, renew your mind, and restore peace in your home the biblical way. And the link is in the show notes. And if you feel someone else would benefit, a friend, a sister, someone from church, do feel free to share it with them. Thank you so much for being here for this first episode. I'm excited to walk this journey with you, slowly, steady, and with Jesus at the centre. Join me next time as we look at some of the common lies Christian mums believe and how to break agreement with them. Until then, take care, stay grounded in truth, and remember you are loved, you are capable, and in Christ you are free.